Hey guys, welcome back. Yeah, I'm doing a YouTube video again. I know what you are thinking, like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm here doing it again. Got you guys, just like I said I was gonna do. Might even be a comeback in the works, you never know. So yeah, guys, I am back. I am in the same rinkety-dinkety setup. Yeah, I don't know. I figured since part 1 finished here, why not pick up part 1 here? I'm sorry if you hate the decor. I do too, it's okay. So, last time we talked, we had a long discussion about freshman year so far, and I got, like, that video was kind of just to introduce you guys, to get you familiar with the names and know, like, where they're coming from and, like, how we actually met, because I feel like if I was just like, blah, 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 everyone would be like, wait, what? So at least you can, like, stop, like, if at any point you get confused, you can, like, stop this video, go back, rewatch some of that one, be like, oh, okay, that's how they came in the picture, and then come back here. Pretty much, this is going to be like from September, which is, I know, like September, October, which is still first year, to about the end of the year now. So I hope you guys are ready. Buckle up, bitches, because this tea good as shit. So back at it again. Pretty much where we left off was hookup, breakups, and heartbreak, bitches. So I hope y'all are fucking ready. Like I said, Halloween weekend was the roughest time. Our whole friendship has, like, everyone was tested this time because it was so fucking crazy. I mean, like, one night, like, so that Friday we went out to a party, and I'm just gonna fucking name drop. I don't give two shits. Fight me. Josiah and Bella ended up hooking up, which was really weird because, you know what, I'm gonna just spill all the fucking tea. Hope you guys want your shit exposed because shit, that's fucking gross. Shit's being exposed. Josiah and Bella hooked up, which is super weird to all of us because Josiah is actually recently bisexual, so we're like, oh well, explore yourself, you do you, it's college. And basically, see, we were like super confused, but we're like, oh well, happy for you guys. Glad you guys had sex. And that was Friday night. Saturday night, Bella got fucked up at a party. Super fucked up to the point where she could not make it back to our room because that's where she was spending the night because she didn't want to bother her roommate, which was Amanda from before. She didn't want to bother her, so she came back to our room, couldn't even make it up to our 10th floor, had to physically be carried by someone else because John's stupid bitch ass was the worst human being alive and left her half naked on an all dudes floor because it was her fault. And that basically was, like, the biggest turning point in my life. I was like, I can't, like, first of all, you're a shitty human being. You have no a desire to do anything but sit on your ass and play video games all day. Like, you are not the person that I want to be with, and I don't know why it took me so fucking long and why I was fighting for so long for us, but bye. So, like, literally that night, I broke up, like, the day after that, broke up with John. I was like, no, we're not dating anymore, and he started a fucking oh, bitch, he started tried to at least start a fucking civil war through the whole group. He was the worst person ever. First of all, there was nights I could not spend the night in my own room because he was inviting dudes over from Grindr. So I was like, I don't want to see that. Sorry, like, we just broke up, I know, but fuck, I don't want to have to handle all that shit. So there would be nights where I wasn't even spending the night in my room. And he would be texting people, oh, you don't even won't believe what Jordan said, or you won't believe what Isaac said, or this person has been talking shit about you behind your back the whole time, trying to, like, start some civil unrest. And then we were like, what the fuck? Like, Josh especially, Josh is my literal ride or die. I love this fucking dude. Was like, I got you. This dude's fucking crazy. Let's get rid of him, kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And it came, like, so he was not affected at all. He's like, you figure your shit out. I'm here to talk. I'm here to help. But I don't want to be involved in this stupid drama. John, don't fucking talk to me anymore. And he was like, deuces. And so, like, the real big people that impacted was Isaac, Bella, and Josiah. Because Josiah felt like he was, like, this big reason that me and John broke up. And he's like, well, I feel like it's my fault. And I was like, it's not. Because, fun fact, 2 days after we broke up, John tried to make out with Josiah because Josiah was like, let's talk, I'm your friend, I want to be here for you. And John tried to take advantage of him, and Josiah was like, yeet, and didn't even go for it. So kudos to you, Josiah. And Bella too. Bella had tried to be a really good friend and be there for him, but John is just like a succubus. He just sucks and sucks and sucks like all this energy out of you, and it's so emotionally draining. And I was like, I felt bad for these guys. I was like, he can't be helped kind of thing. They're like, I don't, but like that's not a thing, like we're gonna do it. And it kind of came to the tipping point of John had threatened Josiah and was like, I'm not gonna eat for the rest of the week if you don't come hang out with me. Like, just because you rejected my kiss doesn't mean we can't be friends, blah 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 blah. And Josiah was like, fuck, I don't know what to do. Like, should I call the cops or should I call like a mental hospital and like get him admitted? Because I can't have this pressure on me. Because everyone, so basic fucking fact real quick is everyone that you meet at college, it's hard to remember sometimes, but they are their own person and they come from their own backgrounds. They all have their own struggles, their own flaws, their own things in their life. It's like you can't, and like that's what John wasn't realizing. He was kind of using them as playthings. And I was like, these are human beings with emotions. Josiah's been through some shit. Bella's been through some shit. Isaac's been through some shit. I was like, these are not your pawns in some game to get back at me. So when he told me that, I literally like charged back in the room. I was like, you need to get your shit together and get the fuck out. I was like, you're not going to be my roommate anymore. I'm requesting a new roommate. You need to find somewhere else to live. You need to find some new fucking friends because you're not going to hurt the people I care about. Fuck you. And that was basically like the big point where it was like, okay, like I fucked up kind of thing. Like he was like, shit, I'm actually a bad person. And to make a long fucking story short, because I hate talking about him, he ended up leaving. And he left, and it was like literally the night he left, we had the biggest fucking party ever because we were like, yeah, he's fucking gone. And it was so good. And I don't know, like a lot of people were like, oh, you never really cared about him. Like you didn't cry, you weren't sad. I was like, I was with an emotionally draining, toxic, horrible relationship for 5 years, convincing myself that just because we fell in love as teenagers that it was going to magically be better and everything would be fine. No, of course I wasn't sad. I finally had cut off a piece of myself for good. I felt so good. Like it was the biggest weight lifted. And if you've ever been in a relationship where it's so toxic and so horrible and you finally let that go, yes, it hurts, but it's going to feel so fucking good too. And I never have felt so good than the time that I said goodbye. And it was so good in my soul. Just what I fucking needed. So that was about up to my birthday. I think he left like a week after my birthday. So this is like November-ish, like November 11th. And it was coming up. It was like Thanksgiving break. Woo! Josh is like, bye, I'm leaving. I'm going back home. We're like, bye, we love you. And then Isaac's like, yeah, I'm driving back up to Great Falls, like where he's from. And we're like, okay, bye, love you. And then it was like me, Bella, and Josiah were hanging out. We're like, yeah, we're going to do Dormsgiving. And I made some good fucking food that year. But this is where shit starts to hit the fan. Basically, from the time... this is gonna be so confusing, so I'm so sorry. From the time from before where Josiah and Bella had hooked up, Bella had developed feelings for Josiah. Bella had, in turn, tried to get rid of those feelings. How people get rid of those feelings. I'm not going to disclose her personal information, but she had tried to get rid of those feelings. Thus, did not happen. Come to Thanksgiving, by the time Thanksgiving break happens, Josiah and me are really, really close. Like, he's my go-to kind of person because it's like I can talk to him. He's a good person to talk to. And so, we had become really, really, really close, and something had happened before, but it wasn't like we didn't have sex or anything, we didn't hook up, but like something had happened before, and it was just like, ignored. That was supposed to be used later, but I'll ignore that. It was like, ignored, get rid of, that's over. And basically, by Thanksgiving, Bella was like, I'm over him, fuck that dude, I don't have feelings for him anymore. I'm like, yes, bitch, like, you do you, we're so happy for you, kind of thing. And then, over Thanksgiving break, it had happened again between me and him, and I didn't feel bad about it, and it happened again, and again, and again. And I was like, fuck, like, I can't tell Bella still, because, like, I don't want her to be mad, or I don't want her to think, like, I was just waiting here for her to, like, say that she was done with him, for me to, like, swoop in. It's like, because that's not how it was. Like, that's not who I am. And so it was just like, okay, yikes. So, fast forward a little bit, and Bella finds out, and she's fucking pissed. Like, when I say pissed, like, stop being friends with me, like, whoosh, cut that shit off, pissed. And she was so fucking, like, livid. And she had, like, become this thing that was not Bella. It was this angry, evil bitch. I'm just gonna say it. Sorry, I don't like saying that word about females, but she'd become an angry, evil bitch. And was, like, hell-bent on making sure I felt bad. Even though I had called her, I had cried to her, I told her all this stuff, I was like, we are stronger than some fucking dude. You are my closest girlfriend here. Like, I want to be friends still. Like, we can move past this. And she's like, nah, fuck you, dude, blah, blah, blah. Like, kudos to her for being so fucking strong. Like, but she was hell-bent on, like, not being my friend. And I was like, okay, I've tried the most that I could. I'm sorry that it happened. I'm sorry that you found out the way you did. I'm not sorry it happened. I don't feel bad about it. You told me you didn't. And now all of a sudden you do. And sorry, like, I had no intentions of hurting your feelings. Like, there was no evil will. And so, like, me and Josiah stopped, like, everything, because we're like, we need to reassess the situation, because as soon as everyone gets back from Thanksgiving, shit's gonna hit the fan again. And I was like, we need to be ready for that shit. And we kind of stopped, and by the time Thanksgiving was over and everyone got back, we found out, they're like, okay, we're on your side, because she shouldn't have lied about the fact that she didn't like him anymore. And I was like, thank you. Like, don't lie about it if it's not, like, if you still had feelings for him, I would have never, ever, 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 ever in a million years done that. But you said it's fine, so I assumed it was fine. But that's just, I'm not going to drink that again. That's just how it be sometimes, I guess. And she spiraled out of control and became a whole different person, and ultimately ended up leaving MSU. Me and her patched things up for a little bit. From basically Thanksgiving to Christmas, we patched things up. We were doing really good, and me and Josiah were still doing our thing, which was, we were in a really weird place. We weren't dating. It was a no strings attached, no feelings. We're just casual friends doing casual things. And I was okay with that. I was like, fine, I could stop myself from having feelings. I was out here doing that before, so I'm fine with this. Like, you're just another fucking dude, so. And that was pretty much it. Like, first semester was a lot of figuring out who everyone is, who I am, like, what to do in the situation. So that happened, and all that kind of was the culmination of freshman year. There was so much more that happened, but that's personal stuff that's not really my business to gas out to the world. And pretty much, like, this is the big events from freshman year. Like, this shit was so fucking crazy. And freshman year was so drama-filled and so stressful. And we knew that second semester there was going to be no John, there was going to be no Bella, there was going to be no source of drama. We're like, finally, like, we can have a relaxing semester to not have to deal with bullshit. And that's pretty much how it was. Christmas break, though, let me fucking tell y'all, John and Bella came back with a vengeance. So, they got me good on this one. What I had done before is, because I had assumed that Bella has been telling people all my business, I made up a fake thing to see if Bella was going to tell John. And me and John had actually met up during winter break, because I was like, we broke up for no reason, and I felt it in myself because of Josiah. So, John, if you are watching this, yet again, you can thank Josiah Brott for this. He told me that people deserve to know, and people have the right to know. And I felt like he has the right to know, like, how I felt in that relationship. And I went and I told him, and we talked, and he tried kissing me, and I was like, nah, bitch, like, I don't feel nothing for you, bye. And then so he's like, okay, we'll just be friends. And I was like, okay, if you feel like you can be friends, we can be friends. Fast forward a little bit into the break, and I'm on the phone with him. He's fucking cussing me out. I can't believe you were talking shit about me on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. I was like, dude, we weren't together, like, whenever I said that. So yeah, I was fucking angry. Of course I'm gonna talk shit. Like, you were just talking shit on Facebook too. And then he's like, well, Bella's been telling me all this information about you, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay. He's like, so if you, like, you want to fucking be a bitch, I'm going to be a bitch too. And he, like, aired, because I have a Insta page, he aired my whole Insta page out to, like, my family and all this crazy shit. And, like, the lie that I had set up in order to see if Bella was telling him was, like, the thing he exposed. And I was like, okay. So then, basically, I called Bella out. I was like, you're a shitty-ass friend. I'm sorry that you can never move on from the fact about what happened with me and Josiah. But, like, you didn't have to do that. And she's like, well, fuck you, blah, 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 blah. Aren't friends. Currently, I'm not friends with both of them, and I'm living my best life. So, have fun, sweeties. And, yeah, that's pretty much winter break. Got back. So, this is... this is now second semester, which this part is going to be really short because I'm already a long video. But, second semester was, to say the least, boring compared to first semester. There was no drama. There was no... anything really. Like, it was us just kind of figuring out where we're gonna live next year, what's going on, how the group is. We got a new addition, which is Nicole Harris. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I had actually met her before first semester. She's Josh's girlfriend, and she had come from California to visit us and blended really well. And then she ended up coming to MSU the next semester, and so she came. Love her to death. She's so amazing and so fun, and she's always been there for me. Love you, girly. And so that's like the biggest news of us is like we got a new addition. Yeah, our group shrunk down like 2 people, but we also got another one. We also made a fuck ton more friends and everything too, and just had a way more chill second semester. Like, there was no drama, there was no anything really. Like, it was just like there was drama, but not my personal, not my drama to air. So that's why before, like how I had said I'm gonna make this semester like with the end of that one, because it's not that important. I'll just hit on a couple highlights. Josiah and I decided to date. We did date for a really long time. In fact, he came to Arizona because he'd never been to Arizona. He came to Arizona for spring break. It was really nice. That was a lot of fun. We're not dating now. Currently not talking either. That's mostly my fault, though. I will admit that. If you do watch this, hi. Sorry about this jump cut, y'all. There's been a little bit of time in between. No shade at all. Actually, I just wanted to clarify that up because I know that little segment right there, the diss, could be a little shady. I just wanted to say, Josiah, I am very thankful and you are a very good person. You are too good for this world, as I've always said. Thank you for dating me and giving me the chance to get to know you, and yeah, thanks, I guess. Yeah, so we're currently not dating or talking. Josh and Nicole are still dating, and big news, I forgot to even, well, I guess... Amber Arkelian. Let me just do a whole little segment on Amber Arkelian. Amber Arkelian is the sweetest, nicest Armenian girl I've ever met in my whole entire life, and she is so sweet and so nice yet again. And she, Amber, Nicole, Josh, Josiah, and I are all moving into an apartment together. I know you're thinking like, oh, that's an apartment that's so small. Actually, it's 4-bedroom, 4-bath, big as fuck, and all of us can pay for it. So, thanks Montana for being cheap. So basically that's what it is. Like, that was... second semester was just having fun and hanging out with our friends and living a drama-free, stress-free life. Like, yeah, we had school and everything, but we had friends and we had fun and we got drunk and played games, and it was just a blast. And I thank all of those guys for being there second semester, because without them, without any of them, like, school would have sucked and there would be no reason to stay. And I'm super excited for our life going into the apartment, guys. I can't wait to see you. I'm seeing Josh and Nicole 2 weeks from now, so I'm sure I'll film that too. I'm seeing Amber when we get back. I'm seeing Josiah when we get back too. That's gonna be a whole nother situation, but I can't wait for you guys to come on this next journey with us. This is a really fucking long video, so I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching the videos. Yet again, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next time. Thank you guys for all the support and all the love. Have a great day, y'all.